Makeva Jenkins was a 33-year-old entrepreneur who lived in Florida when she was killed in her bed by a lone unknown assailant. But was the assailant really unknown? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will look at the case of Makeva Jenkins. Born and raised in Belgrade, a city in rural Palm Beach County, Makeva faced many challenges. She was raised by her grandmother, who instilled in her household the value of education. She was beautiful and smart and graduated high school at the top of her class and as the homecoming queen. Belgrade is a farming town on Lake Okeechobee. Agriculture plays a major role in its economy. U.S. Sugar is one of the major employers, and it is said that the area produces roughly 30% of the nation's sugar. Migrant farm workers serve as an integral part of the labor force. In fact, Belgrade was brought to the nation's attention by the CBS documentary, Harvest of Shame. In the early 1980s, after the discovery of HIV/AIDS, researchers noticed there was a large number of people with AIDS living in Belgrade. Based on the high incidence per capita, Belgrade was later known as the AIDS capital of the world. In 2000, it was determined that 28.5% of families and 32.9% of the population lived below the poverty line. Of the houses in Belgrade, it was discovered that approximately 11% of the houses were vacant, just abandoned. In spite of its struggles, Belgrade area is known to produce several NFL players. It was here that Makeva called home during her formidable years. After high school graduation, she attended University of South Florida in Tampa. During her years at USF, she found out she was pregnant. She gave birth to a little girl, but this did not prevent her from pursuing her goals. She graduated USF with a degree in criminology and later went on to earn her master's degree in social work from Barry University. She was a religious person and she attended church. She prayed that God would send her a partner. It was here that she met and fell in love with a pastor's son, Jenkins. She launched several small businesses until she finally opened her best one yet, the Prime Enterprise Group. This newly minted business sought to educate others on how to pursue their dream of opening their own business. It was here that she found her true passion. This business became a success and enabled her to move out of Belgrade into a more successful part of Palm Beach County, an upscale suburban neighborhood of Lake Worth. Here she settled with her growing family, which now included 2 young children she had with her husband Yuri, along with her first child she had had during college. On June 23rd, 2017, in a post on social media, Makeva reflected on her relationship with her husband. I have been with my husband for 7 years, and every time I look at him, it feels like New Year's Eve 2009 when I saw him in church. I thought he was the most handsome man I've ever met. I didn't say anything to him until 2010, and we've been making history ever since. I love me some Mr. Jenkins, she wrote. By all accounts, she was very happy. On June 28th, 2017, she also wrote on Facebook that she lifted herself out of homelessness and was now earning 6-figure salaries. 2 hours later, a masked gunman entered her home and she was fatally shot. Her family believed that somehow the murder was related to the post, the Facebook post. After midnight, in the early morning of June 29, 2017, Makeva's husband, her brother who had been living with the couple, and a friend of Yuri, whose name is Dimitri Dale, were in the garage, which served as a barbershop for Yuri. Yuri insisted that his brother-in-law got a haircut. In the midst of this, a single gunman entered the garage and ordered the men inside. The gunman forced them to lay on the ground. He allowed Dmitri to take the children downstairs. Then he went straight into Makeva's bedroom and shot her in the head. She and her unborn child died. The lone gunman fled the scene in Dale's car. There were rumors that Makeva's mom may have been in drugs, and when the gunman had entered the house, he asked for Quest, which was Makeva's mom. So investigators initially believed that Quest was a target. However, detectives found the abandoned car approximately 1 mile from the house. They noticed that there was a Miami sub receipt from the day of the murder in the car. So they went to the Miami Sub restaurant and they asked for a surveillance camera, and the surveillance showed that Dimitri Dale was with another man who turned out to be Jovan Joseph. It was later revealed that these two men were at Yuri's house earlier in the day. With this information, Dale confessed. He said that he was hired by Makeva's husband to find someone to kill his wife. Jovan asserted that Yuri had gave him $1,600 and the handgun that day earlier. In total, he received $10,000 before the murder, and he expected to receive another $10,000 after the murder. Investigators later revealed that during their marriage, Yuri had cheated on Makeva, and the affair resulted in a child. The mother of the child had placed Yuri on child support, and he now owed her $20,000. And even one day after Makeva died, he propositioned her for sex. With Makeva dead, Yuri thought that he would receive $500,000 in life insurance money. Days after her death, he attempted to collect the life insurance money and was stunned to learn that Makeva had her grandmother as her beneficiary. Yuri was convicted of first-degree murder in May of 2022 and sentenced to life in prison. In exchange for their cooperation, Joseph received 15 years sentence for first-degree murder, and Dale was convicted of manslaughter and received 45 days sentence. Yes, you heard correctly, 45 days. So I just want to, this brings me to the end of the video. I just want to end with some of Makeva's words or last words on social media, and hope that you'll find encouragement in them. She wrote that no matter what the road looks like, I followed my heart and stuck with growing my business. I'm saying this to say that anyone can do it. It only takes determination and consistency. Rest in peace, Makeva. Until next time, friends, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for listening.